what a day! What a lovely day!
So how? I mean, do you agree now? Have you come around, or do you find
no?
No,
The whole problem is that you didn't understand. You didn't understand what Musser said. You can't understand the simplest explanations, right?
What part of gravity is not a force that we not understand,
problem,
brother?
is you're incapable of understanding basic explanations.
Okay, so
Basic
what kind
English,
of force
like gravity is not a force? How did we misunderstand that? Please enlighten
because
all
you
of us.
take it out of because you take it out of context. When you take things out of context, you miss the surrounding
so what is the context
that explains how the phenomenon is being explained to you.
So, right,
Please enlighten us, Brenda, with the context.
What's the phenomena?
Please.
Hold on. What's the phenomena?
Gravity.
So gravity is the.
That
hold
clears
on.
it right up. Brenda. Thanks.
Hold on. Hold on. That's the effect.
No, gravity is not the effect.
But that's what a phenomena is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You're an idiot.
A phenomenon is an observation.
No, that's not a phenomena. So if I look at a shoe, hold on, Brenda. If I look at a shoe, you think that's a phenomena?
Yes.
Only
No,
if
it's
it's on a
not.
box.
You're an idiot. You are mentally retarded if you think a shoe is a
No,
phenomena.
I'm not. Well,
Yes, you are.
you say these things doesn't make them
Okay.
true.
What makes a phenomena?
Is simply an
Okay.
observation. That's all it is.
It's not. You're wrong. What makes a phenomena is something happening. It's an effect.
Bingo.
An effect
Bingo.
you're trying to figure out the cause of. So shoe is not an effect. You're a moron.
No, phenomenons aren't effects.
Yes, they are.
They're phenomenons.
Yeah. You're an
If I see a
idiot.
Phenomena.
tree-
You're
if I
a
see
moron.
tree-
Why are we even talking to you? You're an idiot.
No.
Brenda,
if we
why
see a
did you
tree,
resort
that's
to the word
phenomenon.
magic and magical if it's a fact?
You're talking to somebody that once
If
said
we see
that
no,
DNA
see, this
is made of
this-
amino acids. So
you don't listen, and you
I don't know
you
what
don't
you're
engage.
expecting here.
She also once said, just looking at something, you're performing science.
Yeah,
No,
right.
that's not what I said at all.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
so-
did,
What's the
Brenda.
first?
Here
what's
comes the barrage of
What's the
nuh-uhs.
first step?
She also
Nuh-uh.
said, yeah, she's also said that looking at something is a phenomena.
What's the first step of science, Nathan?
Observe a phenomena.
What's the first step?
I just said it. Observe a phenomena.
Observe a natural phenomena.
Yeah.
Correct.
Did you not hear me? What's the
Correct.
second step, Brenda? You could have two answers in this regard, I suppose.
Right.
Step 2, please.
We observe a phenomenon.
Yeah, we've done that. Now we're on to step 2. You asked me what was step 1. I told you. Now you're repeating it. What's step 2?
We form a hypothesis. We form a hypothesis, and then
Okay.
you test it.
And what's a hypothesis consist of?
A hypothesis would be there is a force acting
That's
on
not
us.
no. Don't give me a random hypothesis based on your religion belief. What is a hypothesis, and what does it comprise of?
A hypothesis is the presumed explanation for the observations that we've made.
Not for an observation. I need give no explanation for shoe. It's the explanation, the supposition of a cause for a phenomena that you observed in nature. So it's a suppositional proposition that you will go forth and do step 3, experimentation.
The hypothesis
So make the
is the
hypothesis for the
explanation.
shoe.
right?
Go on then. Yeah, let's hear your hypothesis for shoe. Let's science the shit out of it, Brenda. Go.
You're just asking random things.
You said a shoe is a phenomena. Now let's do science, bonehead.
The hypothesis is a presumed explanation.
Yeah, so go on. Let's have your hypothesis for shoe. the phenomena you've observed,
the hypothesis
bonehead.
for the shoe
If
is
you don't
that
realise how
this is a
retarded
shoe
you
before
seem,
me.
carry on giving us your hypothesis for shoe. You absolute bonehead.
Yeah, the hypothesis for the shoe is that this is a shoe.
It's not a hypothesis.
Yeah, it is.
Brenda,
You're a
this is
retard.
why we love when you come back.
Brenda, how do you? This feels
No,
like
you
we're
gotta
like
teach-
a
oh
bunch of
my
guys
God,
in their
you gotta
20s
put that
trying to
2019
explain
Brenda.
science to a 5-year-old.
How do you test if a shoe is a shoe? How would you run that?
Yeah, that's right. What are we going to do in the experiment based on your hypothesis then, Brenda? What's the experiment going to comprise of?
Well, you would pick it up, turn it over in your hand, and then you discover, oh, it's not a
And
shoe.
put it in your
It's
mouth.
It's made out of paper mache.
It's
It's,
a
not really a
flip-flop.
shoe. It's not a
It's
shoe.
a flip-flop.
It's made out of paper mache.
Oh, boy.
That doesn't explain the
I-
cause of shoe. You haven't explained the cause, so you failed in your hypothesis-driven experimentation because you didn't
that's
establish
not
the
true.
cause.
Oh,
I picked
Sorry,
it up,
Brenda.
turned it over in my hand, and it turned out to be not a shoe.
Be a
because
shoe.
It's paper mache.
So your independent
It looks like
variable.
a shoe.
So your
It looked
independent
like a
variable.
shoe.
So your independent
That-
variable to figure out the cause of shoe was turning it over in your hand, and did that give you the cause of shoe?
Yeah, you don't understand how science works.
Yeah.
Can't you make
That's a really good rebuttal, Brenda. Given that you've just given shoe as a phenomena dependent variable, and turning
that was your
turning it
example.
over in your hand as an independent variable to establish the cause of shoe, you are quite literally retarded. And you're telling me I don't understand science?
Well, then
No.
it should be no trouble. It should be no trouble to debate me on a.
I am debating
God, here
with
we
you
go.
right now
Oh,
and
trust
pointing
us,
out
it's no
that you
trouble.
are
It's a
mentally
drag.
retarded based on the fact that you have given shoe as a natural phenomena. Number one, it's not a phenomena. Number two, it's not natural. So it fails fundamentally in every single respect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shoes are part of the natural world.
that's lovely. They're not a phenomena, and while they may be a part of the natural world, they are most definitely not natural because they are man-made.
Fallacy.
Fallacy.
A what fallacy?
Yeah. What
It's
fallacy?
the equivocation fallacy.
Shoe
What's
fallacy?
equivocating? What is an
Sorry.
equivocation? Hold on a second.
I
Hold on
don't
a
wanna
second.
I know
continue
that's a
this.
big word. It's
Oh,
got a lot of
God.
syllables. It's got a lot of syllables, so it's hard for you.
Oh,
equivocation
yeah. Listen,
fallacy
you fucking
Is
retard.
when you.
What's
is-
an
is when you
equivocation
are-
fallacy?
It's when
Define
you
it.
are ambiguous about two different senses of the meaning of a word.
Okay, which
Okay.
word's that?
Hold on. Now
Natural.
apply that to my rebuttal to you claiming a shoe is a phenomena and you claiming an independent variable is you turning a shoe over in your hand. Explain how that is in any way equivocated.
So it's equivocation fallacy because you're equivocating between two different senses of the word
I already
natural.
said that.
You
do
this
it.
all the you
Give
do
it
this all
the
the time.
example. Don't
Yeah.
restate your position.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
difference between something which is physical, part of the natural universe, and natural as opposed to artificial, meaning man-made. Humans are part of the natural physical universe.
And are they man-made?
We're not-
Hold
we're
on.
not.
Are
We're
they
not
man-made?
supernatural.
Are they? Hold
not-
on. They've introduced three things. It sounds like you're using an equivocation fallacy to me, because now you've juxtaposed three things: supernatural,
No, I
natural,
haven't.
and man-made. So it's either natural
I'm not-
or unnatural. Man-made.
No.
No, I knew that was coming. No. Okay,
I'm
let's
not
go
ca-
over some
for one,
definitions
I'm not catching.
of natural.
I'm not catching.
Shut
the
her
beginnings
up.
of it.
Shut her up.
Naturally natural.
Shut her up. We're going to go over some definitions of natural in the natural world. Natural world. All of the animals, plants, and other things existing in nature and not made or caused by people. Natural, Oxford Dictionary. Not made or caused by humankind. Natural, vocabulary.com. Something that comes from nature rather than being man-made. Natural, from nature, not artificial or involving anything made or caused by people. End of statement.
Yeah. So, in other words, not
Yeah, those
man-made.
are different senses. You know, words can have different meanings depending
Really?
on context.
That
Right.
one has one meaning.
Yeah, shoes
No,
aren't
it
natural.
doesn't.
They're not phenomena.
two.
You fail on both counts. You don't understand
Yeah.
what science is dealing with. You're a moron.
Right. And since it's
It
cause
is-
and effect, if you put a man-made object as your dependent variable, the cause is always man-made. So how many scientific
No,
theories that,
that's
because the
false.
result of the scientific method is to come to a scientific theory. So how many frigging toaster oven theories and pendulum theories do you run into in the literature? Please.
Quantum eraser. Is the soul natural?
Oh, stop red herring, you
Sorry,
stupid.
shoes aren't natural. And they're not
Is the
phenomena.
soul is
And let's not
is
move
the
on.
soul, is
Shoes
your
aren't
spirit
natural.
or soul
Shoes.
natural?
Look, you're trying to mop up the mess that you've just made. The mess
I
that
haven't
you've
made a
claimed
mess
that a
at all.
shoe is a phenomena and that it's natural. It's not. It's not a
Is the
phenomena.
soul
It's not
natural?
natural. Simple. It's not
Yeah,
science.
the
You're
soul of the shoe is not natural.
No, is the soul, the spirit?
man-made.
Is
How many
that- is
times,
that
you
natural?
deaf idiot? Man-made. Somebody sewed that soul.
Yeah, see, this is equivocation fallacy, right? You're equivocating between soul, meaning the soul of the shoe, and soul, meaning the spirit.
They're not the same
No, we
word.
didn't mean the spirit. You were talking about shoes, and then you mentioned soul. So obviously, we're going to assume that we're talking about your example given as a scientific experiment of shoe, trying to cause out what shoe is. So there we go. Now you're telling us that we're using an equivocation because we're talking about souls, as in what go to heaven in the Christian religion and various other religions. No, we're not talking about that. You were talking about shoes.
No, I was talking about fish, soul.